This is my Tangfolio Gold Custom from CyberGun. It's a gas blowback semi-automatic gas BB pistol. Uses 12 gram CO2 cartridges in a removable magazine, and it's a really sweet piece, and I'll tell you why. First off, from stock to muzzle, this gun looks the business. It really is an absolutely superb replica of the Tanfoglio Gold Custom. This is a full metal gun. There are very few plastic parts. I certainly haven't really been able to find any. The gun comes standard in the box with the scope mount, but no scope attached. As you'll see, I have attached a red dot reflex sight, which I will be talking a little bit more about later. The pistol comes equipped with a magazine which will hold one 12 gram CO2 cartridge and about 18 or 19 BBs. I've managed to get my hands on a couple of spares, and I think that's a really good idea if you intend to do some serious shooting with this gun. I did have to go all the way to Slovenia to get these from AS Gun directly, as they're not available easily in the UK. So as you can see, the pistol now with the slide in the locked back position, the scope rail has got a cutaway which is designed to accommodate the ejection port. I think that's a really nice touch. Obviously nothing's getting ejected on the gas blowback pistol, but it maintains the realism, which is something that's really good. It does have holes drilled for the scope on the other side, although the scope can only attach one way. And you'll notice that there is a safety catch which is ambidextrous, and then you've got the magazine, not the magazine release. The magazine release is extended and is in the traditional location, and this is the slide release, which is very similar to the Colt 1911. There's a cocking handle on the left hand side. Now originally when the gun was supplied, this was actually on the other side. I've changed that over because personally I just find it easy to use. It does mean that you have to unscrew it if you want to disassemble the gun. Now if I want to point out one absolutely brilliant thing about this pistol, it is the trigger. Of all the gas blowback pistols I've used, airsoft, 4.5mm, this one is absolutely beautiful and crisp. There's a progressive feel to the trigger, and then it really just gives a nice little snap when it finally breaks. And I think that's a really good feature of this gun. You notice it's also got the suppressor on the front now. It does have an Allen screw at the bottom. That can work itself loose. It's a good idea to keep it tight. I think you actually can remove that, and you could probably remove the scope rail as well to make it look like the limited custom if you wanted to. But because it doesn't come with rear sights, it wouldn't be much use. Okay, onto the red dot reflex scope. I bought this off eBay at a really good price. The seller was Joy8899. Really good seller, was with me within just a couple of days of purchase. The scope has got a number of settings. For a start off, it's got an adjustable rheostat, and it can be either red or green. Here it is in green, and there it is in red. There are also some adjustable settings for the reticle. I personally like mine just on the standard dot, but there are a number of other options. There's one of them, and crosshairs, circle and dot, and the standard dot, which personally is what I prefer. This sight came equipped with a standard 20mm rail mount. Now, I was told by the seller on the eBay page that they do provide 11mm mounts for these if you wanted to put on an airgun mount, but all you have to do is make sure you tell the seller before you place your order. Windage and elevation is done by adjusting these two Allen screws located here and here. And access to the battery cover is by unscrewing the top of the rheostat dial. And please don't do what I do, which is I always forget to turn off the rheostat, run down my battery, and I end up buying a lot of these little fellas. I don't know whether you can see the number on there. It's the CR2032 lithium battery. Okay, this Allen key here is used for unscrewing the base plates of the magazines. Not need to talk to you about that too much. And there's a couple of these Allen keys actually come with the scope, and the other one was to remove the scope mounts on the gun. So all in all, this is a really good package. I'd recommend this to anybody who's interested in shooting gas blowback CO2 pistols. This gun really feels good to shoot. It's reasonably accurate for this type of pistol, and it looks absolutely great. And if you want to see me shooting this pistol, just check out my SIG P226 X5 versus Tangfolio Gold Custom shoot-off video, which is also on my channel, ST Cooper R. You'll see this pistol shooting, and there's a few comments on accuracy. Shooting can be fun, but only if you do it safely, so please obey your local law. Never point a gun at another person, whether it's loaded or not, and please always wear eye protection.